Welcome to day one of the Feng Shui for Beginners kit. Over the next 5 days, you'll learn how to map out your home using the downloadable tools in this kit. You have 2 downloads that you need to print off onto transparency or acetate paper. So that is like that. It is clear. So when it is printed out and placed over your floor plan, you can still see the floor plan underneath. The recommendations and settings to use on your printer when you use the transparency paper to print out, just double check it, because there's a certain side of the transparency paper that you need to use so the ink will stick to it. Otherwise it will smudge and won't set. So just be aware of this on your printer when you're using the acetate paper. So you'll get the 24 mountain compass. It's set up just like a regular print off of a compass. So it'll look on the PDF just like a compass, but rather than having 8 sectors, it has 24, hence the 24 mountains. So rather than a normal compass direction with the north, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest, you'll see on the compass that it's got markings with north 1, north 2, north 3, south 1, south 2, south 3, and so on. So it will just give a bit more detail for later on when you get into doing more advanced feng shui. So you'll also be printing off the Bagua Map onto transparency paper as well, so that when you have mapped out your home, you can match up the Bagua map with the your floor plan. So you'll be able to see which sector, which areas of your home are represented in the Bagua. And it's just a little bit easier for you as well. So over the next few lessons, next few days, you'll need a ruler and a pencil and a compass as well. So it could be the compass on your smartphone or a navigation compass. So get those in place for the next couple of days. So today it's all about the floor plan and getting the floor plan prepped and ready for tomorrow. So you might have the details of your floor plan. You may have kept them when you moved into your home. They could still be online, and you might be able to download them or take a screenshot of them, print them off. You may have architect's drawings. If you don't have either of these, you'll have to make draw a floor plan yourself. So try and make it as accurate as possible. So when you have the floor plan, take a couple of copies of it, as it's always handy to have a few spare ones. So now you have your floor plan, you need to look at the shape of your floor plan. So is it square? Is it rectangle shaped? Is it L-shaped? U-shaped? So what you need to do now is to square off your floor plan as much as possible. So what you're aiming for is to make it as much of a square or a rectangle as possible. And as you can see from the couple of images, you just do little lines to square it off, and then you'll be able to see if you do have any missing areas of your home. And then later on, when we superimpose the Bagua over it, you can see the different, if there is any areas and what they represent that are missing from your home. So that's your homework for today. So floor plan, square it off as much as possible, get a ruler and a pencil and compass ready for tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Take care. Welcome to day 2 of the Feng Shui Beginner's Kit. Today is all about compass readings. So when you take a compass reading, you need to make sure that you're standing in your main entrance, the doorway of your main entrance, looking outwards with your back to the house, but looking outwards and standing in the doorway. So take 2 readings. Make sure that you write them both down. So one of the readings you take with the door closed behind you, and one with the doorway open. So it may change slightly if there's various cables and electric wires around. So it might change a little bit, but take a couple of readings, get used to looking at the compass. So if you live in a flat or a high-rise apartment, then you will be taking a reading from your balcony or a window that you have in your apartment, just so you can get the compass directions for your home. Make sure that you hold your compass flat at waist level, so flat and at waist level. Don't take a reading with the compass on the floor, because there is a risk of interference if there's any electric cables or wires around your main entrance. If you have a smartphone, you can align the center cross together to make sure that it is level. And a navigation compass, you align the red arrow to 0 degrees north, and record a direction and degrees using the bezel. So here we have the floor plan, and we also have the printed off 24 mountain compass on the acetate paper, and we have the compass reading list listing all the different compass directions that and the degrees that they belong to in each segment. So I took a reading from my floor plan, and when I stood in the doorway faced outwards, it was 45 degrees. So when we look at this list, I can see that the northeast 2, northeast 3 is the degrees 37.5 degrees to 67.5 degrees. So my 45 degree will fit into there. So I know I'm looking at northeast 2 or northeast 3 on my 24 mountain directions. So there's northeast. So I need to look along the outer circle for 45 degrees, and I can see it there. So what we're going to do is, the best way to apply this is to use a ruler, and we're going to find the center point of the floor plan. So we're going corner to corner, just making one small line where we think the center is, and then again corner to corner, and then where they cross, we know that that is the center point of the floor plan. So let's always make sure that this center point is lined up with this one. So we're looking for northeast to line up the 45 degrees, needs to be facing the same direction as the main entrance. So 45 degrees, and make sure it's in the center. 45 degrees, right, I'm happy with that. That's 45 degrees is facing the same direction. So I'm going to use some sticky tack just to stick down the 24 mountain compass, just to secure it just for a minute. So right, I'm just gonna go back over, double check that I'm lined up with the center points and that my 45 degrees, yeah, I'm happy with that. So stick that down. So that's not gonna move anywhere. And the next thing we're gonna do is get a ruler, and we're going to just draw these lines that help you find the different sectors. So we don't have to draw over the acetate. We can, where it stops and the paper starts, that's where we're drawing a line. And then we'll do that for each of the lines. So my floor plan is only small around the outside, so it doesn't matter as long as the ruler intersects the center bit and runs alongside the lines. And then this is the last one. I'll just make sure that we have the 8 sectors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we can remove this. So you can either remove it, or while this 24 mountain compass is here, we can just draw in the directions. So we know that this is northeast, this is east, this area, and then we have southeast, this is south, and then we have southwest, this area is west, and we haven't really got any space here, so we'll just lift this up and put in northwest, and then this area is north. So you're probably best adding the directions while you've got the 24 mountain compass on your floor plan, just so because you've done all the hard work, you've got your compass direction for your main door, you've lined it up so you know that you're happy with the direction, and this will be correct. So you've used your 24 mountain compass to mark out the sectors in your home, and on day 4 we will be able to overlay the Bagua map onto your chart, onto your floor plan. Okay, I'll see you next time. Welcome to day 4, and we are doing about the Bagua map. So yesterday we plotted out our floor plan with our 24 mountain compass, and you've marked all the directions of your home. So I'm just going to use a marker pen because it just highlights the, I mean, you could write them in a different colour if you wanted it to stand out a little bit. I'm just using a marker pen. So we know the different directions. So you will have printed out a Bagua map onto the acetate paper. So again, we're going to line up the center point of your floor plan with the center point of the Bagua map, and if we use one sector, and then everything else will line up. So if we do northeast, so northeast is here, so we're just going to overlay it, and that should fit almost perfectly over your floor plan. And although this is just covers like one little bit, it does spread out. So look at these lines that you've drawn yesterday. So this sort of southwest area covers this part of your home, and the outside bit is of your home. So whether it's a neighbour's garden or another building or your garden, or a road, this is still just as important in Feng Shui. The environment is around your home is just as important as the inside of your home. So we will start with the north, and it is star 1, and the element is water in your home. That's the element, and this area governs wisdom and career. So all of this area, if it's positive area, it's nice and bright, then that will be a really good area to use for your for studying or anything like that. The next star is the northeast, and that's star 8, and it is governed by the earth element, and this area is all to do with education and stability. Then we move to the east part of your home, and that is star 3, and that is the wood element, and that governs health and family. Then we have star 4, which is the southeast part of your home, and this has is all to do with wealth and growth, and again wood, the wood element. The south area of your home is star 9, and it's governed by the fire element, and that is to do with governs anything to do with prosperity and fame. The southwest is the star 2, and the element is the earth element, and that governs relationships and joy. So any sort of celebrations are really good in this area of your home. The west area is good for communications, so speaking to people, maybe meetings in work, having this any Zoom meetings. this is a great area to use. And that's the west area, star 7, and the element is metal. And then the northwest is star 6, and again it's metal element as well. And this is great for networking and mentors. So networking, anything to do with maybe social media, use this area of your home to sort of help promote the energy and help to use that energy in the northwest area. So tomorrow you will learn all about your Life Gua number, and each Life Gua will corresponds to the Bagua. So if my life star is star 3, so this area of the home is really important, because if it's like got sort of, if it's quite negative or it's dark, it's not really a used room in the home, it's all cluttered, you know, this is going to have a negative impact on you if this is your Life Gua number as well. So when you work out your Life Gua tomorrow, go and have a look at these different areas, because whatever life star you are, either way, star 1, star 6, star 2, star 9, this will relate to you, whichever area of the home will correspond to your Life Gua. So just so you can have a look at that and double check. We think everything is just layers and layers of different areas of Feng Shui that you can use. So I hope you've enjoyed using the Bagua map. Go around your home with it and see which areas correspond, and what if you're maybe having health problems, have a look at the east area of your home. Is it dark? Is it overgrown? Any sort of career setbacks you're having, have a look at the north area of your home. So look at each direction, what they mean, and if there's anything that you can improve in your home. Okay, and I will see you for day 5. Take care. Welcome to day 5 of the Feng Shui Beginner's Kit. Today is all about your Life Gua. Your Life Gua is your personal energy blueprint. So unlike any other areas of Feng Shui that changes over time, your Gua number never changes. It stays with you throughout your life, giving you a consistent map of how to align your environment with your energy. From this, you are given 8 personal directions, 4 that support you and 4 that challenge you. These directions influence how you think, how you make decisions, how you work, how you create, how you rest, and also connect with others as well. When used correctly, the Life Gua can give you a powerful advantage in life, helping you move with energy instead of against it. And this is where Feng Shui becomes personalized. It's no longer about your home, it's about how your home interacts with you. So have a look at the download, calculate your Life Gua, and then you'll be able to see which directions correlate to which areas of your home. Okay.